There are moments when you watch a video and struggle to reconcile what you are seeing with what society claims to stand for. Now guys, Wednesday morning was one of those moments. Residents protesting forced evictions and demolitions in parts of Lagos State were met not with dialogue but with tear gas near the Lagos State House of Assembly. Now, before we dive even deeper into the story, my name is Margaret Osazowa and this is So This Happened, where we break down the stories, reactions and debates everyone on the internet is talking about this week. Now guys, back to the story. If you're still trying to grasp the scene, here is a snippet of the events as they happened. Now, the day had started early. Now, by 7 a.m., residents from several Lagos waterfront communities were already gathering at the Ikeja underbridge. They came armed with nothing more than placards and paint from homes already flattened in Makoko, Oworoshuki, and other communities like theirs. The march was organized by the Coalition Against Demolition, Forced Eviction, Land Grabbing and Displacement. Now, despite the Lagos State Police Command rejecting their notice of protest a day earlier, the residents pressed on. To them, the Lagos State House of Assembly represented hope, the last institution left to listen. Now, as they walked along Awolowo Road towards Alausa, the messages on their placards spoke louder than their chants. One said, "A mega city cannot be built on the bones and blood of the poor." Another said, "Urban poor is not a crime." Another said, "Stop killing us." Another said, "Justice for Owode Onirin traders." Another said, "Lagos is not for the rich alone," and so much more, guys. Now, police officers were present as the procession continued, and for a while, everything remained calm. The protest was peaceful as there were no clashes or violence. Then the crowd arrived at the Lagos State House of Assembly. The protesters demanded proper relocation plans if the government was determined to demolish their homes, as well as compensation for residents who reportedly lost their lives during previous demolitions. Now, within moments of this, the atmosphere shifted. Eyewitnesses say police officers began firing tear gas to disperse these protesters. Now, journalists covering the demonstration were caught in the chaos. Now, videos that later went viral showed residents running, coughing, and clutching one another as thick clouds of tear gas filled the air. A few residents managed to find refuge in nearby safe spaces, while several others sustained serious injuries, as kind of unclear whether any arrests were made. Now, meanwhile, regarding this gunfire that we've been hearing about, the Lagos State Police Command has denied reports that its officers shot at residents protesting the demolition of their homes, insisting that no gunshots were fired. Now, guys, with all that we have seen, heard and watched, I genuinely wonder what becomes of democracy when cries for help are met with tear gas. Now, are citizens no longer allowed to exercise their right to freedom of speech? When did people lose the right to compensation for homes taken and lives displaced? Or are we living in an authoritarian state and have just not gotten the memo? Because I honestly may never really understand it. Now guys, over to you. What are your thoughts on this? Let's discuss in the comment section below.